Good morning, everyone. Welcome. My name is Menachem Creditor. It's my honor to serve as scholar in residence and rabbi for UJA Federation of New York. We bring you Torah and music, blessing, and community every weekday. We've been doing so since March 18th, 2020. It is the middle of May, 2025. It has been a blessing to be part of this growing community with friends from all over the world who come together to learn Torah, to lift each other up, to give each other blessings, to share how we're doing, to say good morning face to face. Lisa and Barbara and Lisa, it's good to see you. Let's see who else is here so we can say hello, check in with each other. Then we'll sing a bracha, we'll learn Torah, and we'll wish each other a strong and good day. Sunday, it's good to see you too. Let's take a second, see who else is here. Oh, the screen just jumped all over the place. Barbara and Deborah, good morning. Hi, Jonathan. Hope that you are safe and well. Hi, Angela. Boker Tov. Good to see you too. Judy, welcome, my friend. Linda, good to see you too. All right. Linda and Linda, good morning, both of you. Deborah, sending love to Ohio. Hi, Natalie. Let's take a blessing, friends. Sing a bracha, learn some Torah. Hi, Jerry. Jerry, you beat Arlene for the first time, as far as I can remember, saying good morning first. Sharon and Natalia, good morning. Here we go. Good to see all of you. Hope that you and yours are safe and well. Thank you, Amy, for reminding us. It is broadcast 1301. It is day 584 since October 7th. And today, the entire Jewish world is holding our breath. Please God for the safe release of Edan Alexander. He is such a symbol for so many. And our hearts, my hearts, all of our prayers go to him for his healing, his family, for their strength and their endurance fighting for his release. And please God, let it be a siman tov baderech, a good sign along the way toward the release of the still today 59, perhaps tomorrow with Edan's safe release, 58 hostages still being held for these 584 days. It is a complicated moment for Israel on the world stage, and it is a complicated moment for us all. My heart goes out, of course, to the rest of the families of the hostages, because the demand has been and remains all of them. Bring them all home now. And this is a complicated, excruciating moment for the rest of the families. I bless them, we bless them with strength to know that they are loved, and with hope that their family members will be released, those who are alive, which, please God, Edan's safe release will make the number 20, and 29 other human beings awaiting proper dignity for burial. And so all of us are united in heart, as we have been for 584 days. Valerie is sharing that Edan's mother has just landed in Israel. we are tracing the news. So please stay tuned, send your hearts. All of this is clumsy language, not only to Edan, but of course primarily to Edan, not only to his family, but of course to his family and to all of the family members. This is hard. Please God, let's see his face. Let's see him in his parents' arms. Please God. Before I begin pointing to the Parsha, you might have missed the news because so much other news has crowded it out. But after 43 years of Tzvi Feldman being missing in Syria after the battle in 1982, his body was found, recovered, and brought back to Israel by the Mossad and Tzahal. Tzvi Feldman is one of our children too. And we remember him. And we're grateful for the chance to bring our son home and to bury him properly, to show him honor. These will be stories that are important for us to tell. It's hard for us to find the words. And it's hard for the world to understand that we remember Tzvi Feldman 43 years later. But we brought him home. And so I share that. I share our hearts. And I also share our deep pride at a young symbol of Jewish resilience, of Israeli strength. Because Yuval Rafael, a survivor of the Nova massacre on October 7th, is representing our family and our people at the Eurovision contest, being faced with terrible, horrific gestures and images and jeers and boos and the threat of physical attack. And her strength and nobility, her grace, representing us on the world stage, shows us not only that we promise that we will dance again, but that we have the strength and beauty to do so, to compete, to show up, to sing, to withstand. And I invite all of us, I hope, to watch the Eurovision competition. We don't get to cast our votes if we're here in the United States, but we definitely cast our hearts to Yuval Rafael, who represents us with beauty and pride at a very strange competition. Eurovision has always been a collection of eclectic music, but we belong there too. There is no place on earth we don't belong, and Yuval is carrying all of us, all of the survivors of Nova, all of those who did not survive Nova. She's showing us how to dance. She's showing us how to sing, how to be a beacon of light. Let me turn to the Parsha just for a moment, and we'll see if this short reflection on the Parsha connects to all those things that we are holding. But please know, this Torah is dedicated in memory of Tzvi Feldman, who we didn't forget. This Torah is dedicated in the hopes and healing for Edan Alexander and his family. This Torah is offered in solidarity with the rest of the hostage families. This Torah is offered in support of Yuval Rafael. She's awesome. Parshat Emor, right in the middle of the book of Leviticus, it surrounds chapter 23, where I'll be reading one verse, really does focus on the way to live a holy life. But I want to draw a distinction in the Torah and also in philosophy between two different kinds of actions. Sometimes an action can be considered passive. In Hebrew, we call that the lo ta'aseh, the rules of don't. By sitting here, I'll just be silly about it, and not stealing and not killing right now, I'm performing two mitzvot. There are many mitzvot, hundreds of them actually, that just by sitting here and not doing those things, I am fulfilling. And in case you're looking for comfort on the divine ledger, please God, by not doing the wrong thing, you are inherently doing something right. But obviously there's a difference between passive fulfillment of mitzvot and the active fulfillment of mitzvot. And it's a good question. Sometimes sitting still is precisely the wrong thing to do. And sometimes sitting still and not participating in wrongness is exactly the right thing to do. Well, in this week's Torah portion, after a significant set of rules, we have this verse. This is chapter 22, verse 32. Chapter 22, verse 32 of the book of Vayikra. Here's the Hebrew. V'lo techalalu et shem kodshi v'nikdashti b'toch b'nei Yisrael ani Adonai mekadishchem. Do not, I'll just translate freely, desecrate my holy name, and I will be made holy within Bnei Israel, the community of Israel. I, the Lord your God, am the one who sanctifies you. And it's an interesting grammatical shift, because v'lo techalalu et shem kodshi, do not desecrate my holy name. That's a do not, which means when my name is being desecrated, I would say in our world, when people abuse power, when they act cruelly, when they promote hatred, by not participating in such a blasphemous action, that is the fulfillment of the first half of this verse. Don't participate in things that degrade the world, degrade the earth, degrade your fellow human being. By not participating in that, it's a passive fulfillment of that mitzvah. V'lo techalalu et shem kodshi. By not degrading another human being or the earth itself, we are not desecrating God's name. And a result of that is v'nikdashti, and I will be made holy. And for some of us, that's a radical idea, that through our actions, we add holiness to God. But in fact, the Torah says it pretty explicitly. Through our actions, and sometimes our inactions, a very mindful not participating, we make God holier. But God is in a passive way, v'nikdashti. In Hebrew, that's nif'al, the passive. God is made holy. And then the verse ends, Ani Adonai mekadishchem. I am God, mekadishchem, who makes you holy. By not participating, God becomes made more holy, and I, the Lord your God, am the one who makes you holy. It's a back and forth of action and inaction. And Rabbi Ephraim Mervis, the chief rabbi of Great Britain, made this comment either last year or the year before that on this verse itself. And he suggests that there are active ways that we are called to make this world holier, to act. Get up and act. Kum ve'aseh in Hebrew. The active mitzvot. Stand up for justice. Pursue a better world. Defend this earth. And stand as sisters and brothers. And yes, of course, keep Shabbat. Daven. Learn. All of those things are active. When we do those active things, Rabbi Mervis suggests, there is a passive impact, something that is not measurable. What is that immeasurable thing? Culture. This is the language that Rabbi Mervis uses. These are the concepts that he shared in my own language, but his thoughts. That by taking action in positive ways in this world, by enacting holiness, by doing things that are right, we also help create a culture that embodies the values. And that is a passive impact. We cannot see it. And in a world where it is hard to remember that our deeds can have a measurable impact, with headline after headline of power and all sorts of other things that don't seem aligned with the Torah's notion of values, the passive impact of some of our actions, though we might not see them, is real. Our children will see it, the world will notice it, and it has a diffuse but very real impact. Culture matters. When we demonstrate to our own people and the world that we will rescue our beloveds, even if it takes 43 years to get Tzvi Feldman back after a battle in 1982 from Syria, we show the world that we do not forget our children. You don't see it, but I'm looking at a bumper sticker that I had on my Siddur every Shabbat for the years that Gilad Shavit was kept prisoner. And the question on the bumper sticker is, Gilad Adain Chai? Gilad is still alive? We believed. We fought. And I know, friends, I know to my core that 584 days of this horrific reality, where still to this day, 59 of our beloveds are held hostage. And please God, with Edan's return, it will be 58. We do not forget anyone. Anyone. We do not forget our children. Yuval Rafael represents that on the world stage this week with Eurovision. Her actions embody the grace that we need to internalize. She is an iconic image that should be emblazoned in our souls, because she survived and she got up to dance and she is singing. Her sisters and brothers in the tribe of Nova and all of us have to let that in too. The perseverance to find our brothers and sisters, the strength of character to stand in the face of great hatred and still only project beauty. The hope that lasts way beyond 584 days. As Elie Wiesel famously taught, when the world removes all reason for hope, Jews invent new reasons for hope. There are active things we do that lead to this value being obvious in our hearts. I invite us, friends, to investigate within ourselves what are the active things we can do right now. Yes, v'lo techalalu et shem kodshi, don't go do bad things, but that is a low bar for human ethics. What are the positive things you can do right now and in public? What are positive things you can say? Positive deeds you can do. We are learning. That's the fulfillment of a mitzvah. Well, are you going to share what you've learned? You have the chance to both investigate in a tribal faith way, Jewish and not. What are the ways you can fulfill your faith when no one's watching? Because that matters too. But what are the public demonstrations of sanctification that we can do? Will you hold the door for someone when you go shopping? Will you refrain from honking your horn when someone takes an extra minute? Will you be kind when you are short on patience? Will you apologize when you have done something wrong, because we are human? Will you give tzedakah? Will you support sisters and brothers who are in need? And will you talk about it? Will you make sure other people know about it? When you do those things, friends, those active things in public, then it is v'niktashti. Then God is made more holy in the face of the world. It isn't fighting in the name of God. It isn't causing, God forbid, hurt, misusing the name of God. It's not channeling the divine power at anybody. It's standing up as an image of humanity and saying, I refuse to shut down in a world that makes love all the more necessary. I will bring more love. I will be more kind. I will be more human. I invite us, friends, to hear this verse one more time and to send our hearts to the east with everything you've got, and then to talk about it publicly. Be loud. The Hebrew is v'lo techalalu et shem kodshi v'nikdashti b'toch b'nei Yisrael ani Adonai mekadishchem. Don't blaspheme. Don't degrade this world. When you don't degrade this world, that adds holiness to this world. It's good to do that, isn't it? I invite you, friends, really, just before we sing, choose one mitzvah to do in public today. Choose one mitzvah to do in public today. Do it for Edan. Do it in memory of Tzvi. Do it in support of Yuval. Send your hearts to the east, friends. Kol hod balevav v'neima nefesh Yehudi homiya ulefatei mizrach kadima ayin letzion tzofia od lo avda tikvateinu התקווה בת שנות 2000 להיות עם חופשי בארצנו ארץ ציון וירושלים להיות עם חופשי בארצנו ארץ ציון Virushalayim. Bring them home now. Am Yisrael Chai. See you tomorrow, my friends. Bye.